Under the clear and warm waters of the tropics, an invisible hand watches over the coral reefs. This hand is the current from the high seas. It transports particles which filter polyps feed on and small reef animals. It ventilates the waters of the lagoons, thus allowing the maintenance and development of life. And its strength allows many species to disseminate their eggs and larvae to other reefs. The enormous biodiversity of the coral world is intimately linked to the waters of the open sea. These waters are home to many creatures, which live in the open water, in the pelagic world. To meet them, you have to leave the reef and immerse yourself and drift with the current, in the open sea at night.
We are 100 feet below the surface. The inaccessible bottom is nearly 1,000 feet below. We swim in a soup of particles crossed by chains of salps. Salps are harmless filter feeders who devour the primitive soup that surrounds us. These chains sometimes look like space stations. The salps then form oases, lost in this oceanic cosmos, for all kinds of small animals, shrimps, crabs, mollusks and fish that find makeshift shelters there. It is also on the salps that we find a strange cousin of the octopus, the paper nautilus. The male is half an inch long. It travels effortlessly across the ocean, sticking to everything that moves. The female is very different. She can grow up to 1 foot long. She has a shell, which is only used to protect her eggs. And unlike the male, she actively swims in the ocean. Often, she drags something or a drifting animal with her, perhaps for additional protection. The absence of any shelter, as far as the eye can see, means that many species have to cohabit with jellyfish. Jellyfish's tentacles are generally lethal to any animal that might approach them too closely. But here, some species of fish have developed immunity to the deadly stings. These unlikely interactions are still poorly understood by marine scientists. This jack by pushing its jellyfish protects itself, while providing it with the opportunity to capture more prey. This filefish, on the other hand, uses his mouth to anchor himself and slowly eats on a jellyfish, while protecting it from bigger predators. It is believed that other fishes also stay in the vicinity of jellyfish to attract and trap other animals, which then serve as meals for both. The open sea is a universe where some creatures seem to be in transit to other worlds. This is the case of the ctenophore. Their locomotor combs shimmer in the light and reinforce this extraterrestrial shape. Ctenophores and salps contribute to the ocean's regulation of the climate by carrying the carbon of what they have eaten on the surface into the deepest places of the ocean.
Among these strange creatures, it is also here that in the dark ocean, we meet the juveniles of the reefs, carried away by the currents, far from their native world. This transparent wonderpus octopus is half an inch long and imitates the movement of a jellyfish. When you're little, being transparent allows you to go unnoticed. Or you have to blend into the background, like this little seahorse alone in the night, clinging to a drifting seaweed. These strategies allow these juveniles to survive. The time it takes for the currents to carry them to a reef, where they will grow up and later give birth to their offsprings. Offsprings who will also begin their lives far from the reefs, among the strange creatures of the high seas.